Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be showing you 3 of our favorite balance games.
This is Catch the Moon from Thames and Cosmos, and we absolutely love this game. It always comes out on the table whenever we have a big game night. Everybody gets a kick out of it. The first thing that happens whenever we take this game out, everyone's like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that game? But everyone's like, can we play again once we're done?
Yeah, I remember my stepmom during game night, she was like, what are they doing? Like bringing out like a kid's game?
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh my gosh, I need to play it again.
I know.
Exactly like what Chris just said. People really, this game is just a hit. Every time.
It is. It really is.
So we're just going to show you a little clip on how to play. So you have this little cloud with 2 starter ladders, and each turn you roll a die. And on the die, you'll either see a moon, 1 ladder, or 2 ladders. And depending on what you roll is how you have to place a ladder.
Right.
You draw, or if you roll a moon, it has to be
the highest on the structure.
If you roll a single ladder, you can only touch 1 ladder. If you roll a double, you have to touch both. So you
have to touch any 2 ladders.
Right,
yeah.
Any 2, because it can get really crazy. So this game is fun because even if any single ladder or even a little piece of a ladder touches the cloud or table, you get a raindrop. And
which are bad. They sound good, but they're bad.
Yeah, the player with the most raindrops loses. So let's see how we do.
All right. So I got a moon, so that means I'm going to take a ladder at random, and it has to be the highest on the entire structure. Right now it's pretty simple, but it doesn't end up being that way. So you take a random ladder.
And with the moon, with it being the highest structure, you can touch any amount of ladders with your ladder when you do it that way. So as you can see, it's not very simple. Seems like it might be, but...
Okay.
All right.
So that little tip is higher than everything else. So that counts.
So I rolled a single ladder. So that means I can only touch 1 other one. And this is my least favorite thing to roll because I personally think it's like the hardest. Oh, I know.
It works.
There we go.
Okay, a double ladder. So my single ladder that I'm going to place can touch any 2 ladders.
Yep. This one I think is probably the easiest roll. A little more flexibility.
Yeah.
But as you might be able to tell, nothing's really easy in this game.
Yeah, it's not necessarily easy. But
oh, good job.
As you can see, this game ends up getting pretty out of hand pretty quickly. And I mean, we have literally had stacks that literally go like above our heads.
Yeah.
Like it can get really, really crazy. It's a lot of fun. It's really a lot more difficult than it seems. Like placing these ladders like this is just, it's crazy.
Well, and I think a good point to mention is that these little holes that the base ladders are in are not secure. The base ladders can move back and forth.
Yeah, they're just straight.
Yeah.
Like 3 base ladders are separate. They're like straight up to give you like somewhat of a base. Every other ladder is like curved and twisted.
Yeah.
And oriented a different way, but there are also like, I think 5 or 6 different holes in the cloud so that you can always start at a different position. You always start with 2 ladders and you can put them anywhere.
But a lot of replayability in this game. No 2 games are ever the same at all. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And as we mentioned, whenever you make a mistake, you get a raindrop, which are bad. However, there is a cooperative mode to this game where there are no raindrops and you guys actually work together to try and build the highest structure. And on the rule book, there's actually a thing where you put the box next to the structure because it basically measures it for you.
Oh.
And if you go like a certain level above the structure in inches, then you get a certain amount of points. So the higher you guys can build together, the better score you get. And it's just a nice change up from the competitive nature of the game.
Definitely. A lot more casual, relaxed.
Yeah. This is Crazy Cat Lady. This game is the simplest one on this list, but it is really good. It's really fun. Anyone can play it. And every single turn, you just take a different cat and you go to place it on the crazy cat lady, and she tilts. So it's just a game of balance and dexterity, and it's really simple but really fun. I'm just gonna be cheap. Take the easy.
For those of you who are new here, we have 5 cats.
We do.
So this game is kind of perfect for us.
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Gotta get the pun in there.
Yeah. We have so much fun with games like this, dexterity games, where maybe we want to play a game, but we want to do something super simple.
Yeah.
This is something we always come to, not just Crazy Cat Lady, but dexterity games we have a lot of fun with.
Mm-hmm.
And the first player to make all the cats topple loses. This is usually how we decide who scoops the cat litter.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh.
I thought I had it for
Yeah,
a
I
minute.
did too, actually. That was like defying gravity.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Darn it.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah, that was good, actually.
Yeah, so Crazy Cat Lady, one of our faves, actually.
Yeah, it is.
So Suspend is a fairly new one for us. We've seen it around a lot, but we just took the plunge and made the purchase. And you have this really long rod with a little hook on the end, and each turn you roll a die to see what color, what would you call these?
Piece. I don't know, pieces?
Yeah, what color piece you have to place on this hook here. So I rolled the black circle. So the black pieces are a little bit smaller. They're all different sizes. They have all different like grooves in them.
Yeah.
But for example, you just take whatever you roll and hang it on the rod, if you can see that.
The goal is to get rid of all of your rods.
Now, the interesting part is, so say I have no more yellow, and I roll a yellow to place. I can either take one of his, if he has any left, or I have to skip my turn. Your goal is to
get rid of them.
Get rid of them. So if you roll a color that you can't do anything with, it kind of stinks in that aspect. But it's good if you roll something, it means you're low on pieces, so it's good in that way.
Yeah.
So you roll. Let's see.
I'll roll.
Blue. Oh my goodness.
There goes blue.
That's tough. Oh my gosh,
Black
you're
again.
Black again.
You're already out. Oh,
so,
careful with that.
So I'm going to try to balance this out. Alright, because we don't want any to fall. Any pieces that you make fall on your turn, you have to collect.
Yeah.
So,
the red?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big one.
You with these big ones.
Oh, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Oh no.
I don't like that. I'm retreating. Retreat.
Oh my gosh.
The way I wanted it to.
Alright, it works.
Alrighty.
This game is a very weird dynamic where not only are you like stressed when you're placing your piece, but this is one of the only like balanced dexterity games that, I don't know about you, but I get really stressed when you're placing your piece. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's like the aerial aspect of it. It's pretty crazy.
It is, yeah.
Hoping this works. Oh!
And that's the thing with balance games. Sometimes you just gotta let it go and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it, honestly.
Yeah. So those are 3 of our favorite, like, balance, dexterity games that just implement a lot of different things, a lot of things you don't see every day. So these games might be so these games might not be on everybody's list, but that's a good thing, right? Maybe you saw something new today. Maybe you saw a game you want to try. I don't know.
Yeah, and always feel free to let us know if you think we missed something, like the best dexterity balance game out there. Tell us some of your favorites. If you like what we do here, we're also on TikTok, Instagram. We'd
Yep.
love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Anything else?
No.